Hi guys. All right, listen real quick. Okay. Um, when it comes to my Aquarius, my Cancers, my Leos, I think there might have been a Sag involved. Definitely fire, but to me, it's my gummy bears right now. Okay. The last three I just did. All right, my Cappy, my Cancers, my Leos. Okay, you're all dealing with each other right now. Okay, and yeah, the main thing, okay, with this child is coming from a Gemini. Okay. And I don't know if this is stopping, blocking, when it comes to ego, when it comes to all sorts of stuff. It's mainly fear and ego. But I will tell you, this Gemini has a child, okay? And this child is a teeny bopper. And, or anywhere from being pregnant right now to a teeny bopper, okay? She had a child. And if it's a teeny bopper, somebody for a long time didn't know that this child belonged to them. And I think they're just finding out. Well, I know I'm right because I keep getting the goosebumps. Okay, so this is for a certain group that are dealing with the children because we've been this whole damn time for the last how many times we've been dealing with it. Okay, about what's been blocking, what's coming in, what's not coming in, and now all of a sudden this child is on my board. Okay, and this child is correlating with all my twins right now when it comes to Aquarius, Cancer, and a Leo. Okay, I feel like there's another one too. I know there is. But I labeled them all the same thing, moving into calmer water. And then I realized when they got my gummies got the calmer water, I was like, what the friggle sticks? I'm like, and I waited last. And it was ironic how these signs came last and how I did them in certain order. It told a story the whole damn time. All right. So for the men out there, I'm really, really sorry that this happened to you because I feel like you were told you weren't the father and you were the father, or you were told you were the father and now you're not the father. And she keeps coming up, this child of fire keeps coming up under this Queen of Swords. So I don't know if this woman has just been keeping it, but to me, I feel like it's the zodiac is a gummy bear, a Gemini, okay? And she has the child. Okay, so she might have fire in her, she might have air in her chart, or the father of this child is air. But I feel like with her being a fire zodiac and coming in as air, it's just her like ready to speak the truth and cutting out bullshit so she can move forward. All right, because it told the whole damn scenario. Because I don't think my group of gummies right there, when it came down to a decision, I don't think they're getting back with the father. All right, I think they're moving on and they're actually speaking the truth. So it's time for a fraternity test if you have not had one yet. Okay, because this child is the problem right now. And this child is not a problem. Let me just clear that up. But this is the problem that's stopping unions and stepping into one's truth and stepping onto a new path is the fraternity of this child. Who does this child belong to? And no disrespect to this mama either, because maybe she didn't know, or maybe she had a feeling in the beginning and didn't say anything for years and years, and now finally it's like I have to say something. And okay, so truth being told, I think some of you are in the court system right now for it too. You're trying to figure it out. I am telling you, a majority of you men did not know that this child was yours. Okay, and vice versa with the other men. Some knew, some didn't. I think some of you had the intuition and you never spoke up on it. You might have asked once or twice in the past if this was their child, and they probably said no. For some of you, you've been living with this child and you had no idea that it was your child. Some circumstances, it was just a mistake, not the child, but it was just a mistake where she really thought it was the other person's, and come to find out it was yours, because I think something medical happened with this child. And I feel like for some of you, that's how you found out. All right, so she might have not ever have had ill intent on who the father was, because maybe in her heart she really thought it was that person. But I think there was a medical issue with this child for some, and that's how it was recognized for some. Okay. All I know is that this child deserves their father, and if now we have two fathers, and this child is in the ages, from 8 to 12, 8 to 10, 13, the two of you men need to come together and figure this out for this child's sake, because this child deserves both of you. And for the one who thought that that was the father the whole time, don't think for 1 second to step out in that kid's life. If you have the opportunity to stay in that child's life, please stay in that child's life, because they know you as dad. And now they're going to have a beautiful opportunity to have two dads. So it's just important for me to get that message out. That is a huge message, okay? I don't ever want you to think because of certain circumstances or doubts or anything, okay? The two of you men need to come together and raise this child. And I really hope this mama lets you do that. I don't see why she wouldn't, because I didn't see any ill intent. Regardless of the scenario of an illness or whatever, all right? I don't know if this child's, I don't know, all right? But some of you in the court system, some of you already know about it. Some of you are about to find out. Some of you don't know and you're about to find out. I just said that. But I need you men to work together, all right, and come in, all right? I got no problem with blended families. I got no problem with taking on other children. But it's who I am, okay? A child is a blessing, but I will tell you that this child deserves to know the truth too, if the child is old enough, okay? You guys break that down however you want to break it down. But my most important message to me is for those waiting on this twin in that scenario it's come up in all these videos where I've labeled them the same exact thing. So this will now be the 5th one. So that means it was, I can't see. Cancer and Gemmies, okay, was next. Before that, I did Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo. So all 5 of you, okay? And I think the Gemini has the child, okay? Just coming up air energy. Maybe she has air in her chart, okay? So there's that. So please participate in taking care of this child. And for those that are waiting, this is a hold up right now that there's now a child. Lucy Goose, how about you just plant it? I love you though. So there's a child involved, all right? It's a blessing. Don't worry about it, all right? And if this other woman that is your twin can't handle it, then I don't know what to tell you, all right? Because that child comes first, period. You take time to get to know that child, to support that child, to love that child, and you stay in contact with the mother, and you stay in contact with the father, the one that thought that was the father, okay? Whatever the case may be, this is all about teamwork and collaboration and making sure this child gets the best of this world. That's it. If I look at it as a devastating scenario, but at the same time, what a blessing for this child if everybody participates. And especially if you got a twin. So that's 4 parents taking care of babies and children. That only benefits other children if they're being raised the right way by the right type of people. Okay? So I love you guys. That seems to be a hold up for some twins. Not every twin in that scenario is going through that, but for a majority of all those groups with those zodiacs, that is the scenario right now, is another child. Okay? That they just found out about, whether it's a brand new pregnancy or if it's a teeny bopper. Okay? To me, I'm going to say it's going to be more of a teeny bopper in between the ages of 7 and 14. Okay? But could be a freshie. Could be a freshie. So, but regardless, be there for that damn child, regardless of the scenario. All right? And if your twin's not okay with it, well then that's, like I said, not all twins are meant to be, and that's not the one you want to be with. Okay? You take care of your child. That's it. This child deserves the world. And this child is going through a lot if that child is of that age group. Okay. So go with the flow. Make sure the child feels loved. Okay. I really hope that everybody in this scenario can be adults and raise this child. I really hope so for this child's sake. All right. So that's my message when it comes to my Aquarius, Cancer, Leos, Geminis, and my Cappies, because you guys are all in the same scenario. All right. The woman, and that's why I say it's a Gemmy, because that relationship ended. Okay. So now here comes your twin. We're dealing with those other 4 zodiacs that have that element in their chart. Okay. Between all of you zodiacs. Okay. So the Gemini is the mama. Okay. Congratulations on being a new daddy. All right. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Bye.